Yo, what's good, y'all? Gotta be a real YouTuber, you feel me? Let me get this right. Today I got a good video for y'all though. I'm be talking to y'all while I make me some pizza, while I heat up my frozen pizza, you feel me? A good struggle meal, you feel me? Oh, this shit need to be clean though. Oh man. If y'all eat a lot of pizza, get you one of these little stainless steel shit so you could slap. Oh, that shit almost broke my chest. So you can slap your pizza on and your shit is good to go, bro. Like, it don't stick or nothing. Shit. Today I'm be talking to y'all about things I learned adulting. You get what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of... It could be very challenging, especially when you're growing up and you don't know what the hell you're gonna do. Cause if you see me looking at my phone, I'm just looking at my notes. If y'all... I'm in the process of being vegan, so I'm gonna put y'all on. Try this pizza. It's solid. I'm not gonna hold you. It's a good struggle meal. I'm not gonna amp it like it's the best pizza in the world. Like, nah, dog. If you're in Atlanta though, go to Plant-Based Pizzeria. I'm gonna see if I can pop up some pictures of the, if I got any pictures of the slices I've gotten from them, but Jesus Christ, bro. That's heat pizza right there, but let's get back to the topics. What are the first things I learned? Get out, bro. Get out. And you're probably like, what you mean? Get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your neighborhood. Get out of your state. You feel me? Go across the country. Experience new jobs. Experience life. You feel me? Try everything. You get what I'm saying? Like, when I was younger, cause I'm 27 right now. When I was younger, a lot of things kept me from trying things. I would say up until I was like 22, 21, low-key depressed. I was going through a lot of shit. I didn't know where my life was headed. I always knew I was gonna be great, that I am great and things like that, but it was definitely a rough transition, you feel me? All aspects of my life, whether it be relationships, like people I'm dealing with, or friends, family. Like, I was going through some shit, just isolated myself, you feel me? I stood in the crib, I didn't go nowhere, I didn't really get a job. I dropped out of high school when I was, what, 16? I didn't get a job until I was like 18, you feel me? So I was really just in the crib every day, waking up, playing video games, because video games is my escape, along with other things like movies, things like that. I never divulged into like drugs or anything like that, or alcohol, because that just wasn't me. I didn't want to do that. Video games and movies and just things like that. So I was just consuming a lot. It was so bad that I even had like a schedule. Like, I had a schedule for like what days I'm gonna watch what shows. Like, that's how, phrase that, but that's how fucking, I guess, lost I was, you know? So my biggest thing, you can get caught up in your parents' ideals or friends' ideals or family ideals. I promise you, it's not as hard as you might think to move out and live on your own. It's not, bro. And life is perspective. If you're around people that's saying like, and you feel like you could do better, or even if you don't feel like you could do better, and you're around people that are just not bringing that out in you, or they're just doing the same things, you know, it's the same thing every day, you need to get away from those people, you feel me? Even if it's friends, family, I'm not saying you gotta hate them or block them off, but you gotta get away from them, you get what I'm saying? Like, they're not doing anything good for you. You wanna just expand your shit, like learn about everything. It's so easy, especially today with how everything went. It's so easy to get a job anywhere. So if you want to move to Albuquerque, move to Albuquerque. If you want to move to Europe, move to Europe. There's so many different ways, and there's so many different resources. There's so many opportunities to get a job, you feel me? I got this from Tropical, what is this? Tropical Cafe smoothie. Shit be bussin'. I get this sunrise sunset. When I'm feeling a little spicy, I'll throw like some, you know, some vitamins in there, you feel me? Getting a little, that shit is good. But I think when I was 22, that's when I was like, nah, like I can't be living with my moms anymore, bro. Like, I'm already 22, you feel me? Like, I was like, I gotta get out. So I forced myself out of that situation, you get what I'm saying? I went to LA and I had a good time in LA, but everything didn't go right, but a lot of things went well and I learned a lot. I wouldn't, if I didn't push myself to do something like that, I'd still be in New York. I probably wouldn't even have a YouTube channel. I wouldn't even be doing the things I'm doing on Instagram, you get what I'm saying? Because your hometown comes with a lot of distractions. You tend to procrastinate more. You get caught up, like, especially when you're looking for outlets, you feel me? Like, when you're going through stuff, or we're taught to look at the weekend as, you know, the time to release, but the time to release, have fun, be free. In all reality, you should be able to do that every day of your life. Not everybody is fortunate to be born in a situation where they can do that. If you're not, then you got to create that for yourself, you know, and create that for your family, however you want to do it. You got to do things that challenge you, push you, you feel me? I moved, as soon as I moved, I never had my driver's license. When I moved, when I was 22, going into me turning 23, bro, I did so many things I wanted to do just in that 1 year, like the best year of my life. I got my own place for the first time, in the place that I always wanted to live, be in Los Angeles. I had a goal of getting my car and my license at the end of the year. I forgot when I got my license, but I got my license really early on, passed it with the first test, got my car in November, you feel me? And then I ended up moving here and I got a way better crib, you feel me? But the point is, none of that would have happened if I didn't push myself. Even if you're in a situation where you step out of your comfort zone and you make a mistake or you fail, but don't look at it like, oh, I don't want to try it. Because I used to be like that, and I know a lot of people tend to go that route. Like when you make a mistake, you're like, oh, I'm gonna quit, fuck it. You know, I should have never did that. No, you're supposed to. You're not gonna bat 1,000 every time you're up at bat. The point is you to be even willing to take that risk and step up to the plate. That's the goal right there. Like you want to be able to do that consistently and not worry about failure. Failure should be welcomed always. You feel me? That's how you're gonna be the best version of yourself. You have to fail, and you have to be okay with that. You know, and like sometimes I could be a perfectionist, and that held me back. Don't let that hold you back. It's never gonna be perfect. Like when you want to start your YouTube channel, you're never gonna have all the accessories you might want or you feel you need. You're never gonna have the perfect environment, the perfect setting. Like it's not about that, bro. Just start. You gotta start somewhere though, and from that building block will you start to apply pressure and build consistency and start to find what you like, start to find what the type of people you're trying to attract, whether it's to your channel or even in your personal life. You feel me? Like when I moved to LA, I met some cool people and stuff like that, but you know, the pandemic happened, so I was home mostly. And then my goal was when I got to Atlanta, like, you know, I'm journaling and everything. I'm like, yo, I really want to meet like-minded individuals. Like that's been one of my biggest things, and I want to be more social. As soon as I got here and I was, you know, putting myself out there, that's what happened. I'm meeting, and I'm still meeting a lot of great people here, but that all came from me putting myself out there, you know, getting out there, you know, applying that pressure in my life, knowing areas where I want to build, knowing areas where I'm not that strong at, trying to improve those, and just constantly having that uphill battle of wanting to grow and not believing in the hype as well. Because granted, I don't have thousands of whatever followers or whatever, but I'll have people my whole life will tell me, oh, you're doing this great, and I never let that sit in. But I never thought anything of it until I would watch videos with like a lot of successful people, and they saying like, you know, you should be doing that. Like anytime, don't believe the hype. People will tell you, if you got 1 million people, 1,000 people, whatever it is, 10 people, 5 people, whoever, gassing you up, like appreciate that. Of course, like I appreciate you for acknowledging that. Thank you, because it does show me that, you know, my hard work doesn't go unnoticed, but at the same time, don't let it sit there. So my biggest takeaway is get out. Comfort zone, your area, just explore who you are as a person. The next thing I learned, cooking. Oh man, cooking, bro. This is busting. I'm babysitting it, bro. It's like a sip in here. But cooking, dog, I hate cooking, bro. Anybody could tell you that. Like I really don't like cooking. I hate it because I just didn't have the patience. That was before I started transitioning my diet. When I got to California, that's when I started shifting to eating even more healthier, you know, transitioning from eating meat to just being vegan, you feel me? So cutting out meat and stuff like that. That's gonna be your best friend, bro. Honestly, I had got food stamps, and people was telling me to get food stamps for the longest, dog. When I tell you, I was figuring out a way, man. I was enjoying that. It's nothing like free food, I'm telling you. I know we all could resonate with that, bro. Like, I love free food, bro. Even if I gotta make it, I love free food, bro. Amazon has been my best friend. I was ordering, during the pandemic, I was ordering everything off Amazon. I think at the time, I was with my ex. Once we figured out how it worked, bro, we was ordering through Amazon every day, bro. Every day, because you could connect your food stamps with it. See, I'm putting y'all on the game. If you ain't know, you could connect this shit, but that shit is a blessing, bro. That first year of you moving out on your own. If you already like to cook, then you Gucci. Invest in food stamps for sure. I don't know what the limit is. I think you gotta be making under like $40,000 or $30,000 a year to get something, but anything will help. Even if they give you $50, listen, that's $50 worth of free food you could get. If you're still eating meat, use that to get your meat, because usually meat tends to be the most expensive. But cook, bro. Learn how to cook. And it's not even hard to cook. I didn't like it. Now I do, being vegan, and I think it's because it's a new field and I get to explore different options. I'm a creative person, so I like figuring out how this tastes with that, or just creating some shit. I'm losing my train of thought. Anyway, just cook, bro. Money management. That's something, like, I've never been bad at it, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I be taking risks, bro. I be playing with fire. Niggas will tell you, like, I be playing with fire, because I'm a risk taker, bro. If you gotta pay rent, nigga, pay your rent, bro. Don't play with that. Like, don't play with rent, bro, because you don't want to be out in the streets. So never in that sort of situation. But like, when it come to other things, like even with my car, I was playing with fire, but you feel me, that got taken care of. My car paid off now. But just make sure you manage your money correctly. Like, if you don't know how to, there's plenty of free financial literacy courses out there that you could take, people that you can speak to. I actually met somebody at Apple. I'll link her company's name, but I believe they teach you financial literacy for free. So I just got to go through my text messages and find her, and I'll link it below. But I felt like she was trying to get me in a paid course, so I just stopped communicating with her, because I felt like that was kind of the initiative. But my point is, there's a lot of outlets out there to learn. YouTube is my favorite thing ever. You could even go on YouTube YouTube and look at how people manage their money, how they budget their money. There's apps where you can budget your money, where you can put a certain amount of money in a certain place and have it locked. Like, there's so many different ways. So there's no more excuses, bro. We in 2022. There's no more excuses, bro. You have the internet right at your fingertips. There's a lot of ways. Let me show y'all how this shit looking. You feel me? I gotta get spicy. I gotta, like, you know, spread it up a little bit. Spread the little sausages, the little vegan sausages around. Get right. Make sure. I don't even know if I'm showing y'all. Do I still make mistakes? Yeah, I'm not perfect. I'm not about to sit here and tell you I'm perfect, because I'm not. I am working at that every day, and I am getting better at it every day. Food, I have no discipline, and I don't think I'm gonna ever change that. But don't be like me. Be better. You feel me? Be better. Resources. Like, I just touched on that with your money, but you have an abundance of resources. It may not seem like it, but you. Oh, let me put my pizza in there. Make sure my ooh, that shit bun up. I think I'm gonna put it in for like 20 minutes. Hold on, y'all, hold on. Yeah, 20 minutes is valid. YouTube, the internet, your friends, your families, yourself. There's so much resources out there, bro, that you can use, get to where you need to go, bro. So don't ever think you're down and out. Like, for example, there's a program here in Atlanta. If you can't afford your rent, or like if you missed your rent, they'll help you pay your rent. And it's all free. It's a process. You gotta apply and everything, but it's free. So it's all about just looking in the right places and searching up the right things. But don't get caught up in the victim mindset, because I know it can be easy, especially when you're just sitting there. Trust me, I was there. You exploring ways to get out of that, trying to best of the situation as you can. You'll get caught up in that, and then you don't want to go there. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to speak to anybody. You don't want to ask for help. You don't want to do a lot of things. You get what I'm saying? So I'll give you an example. I know if you're new to my channel, I posted a video, I'll link it up here, where I sold my sneaker collection because I needed to pay for my car. Basically, I had to pay. It was a settlement. I had to pay it. I would have lost it. Excuse me. So throughout that whole process, I could have been real negative. You get what I'm saying? I could have been real negative, like, oh, why does these things have to happen to me? Why does this have to happen? In all reality, I took a lot of accountability on that, because the main part of the situation was my fault. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was my fault in that place, and played the victim and do all of that. But that would have, if I would have stood there, I would have never thought about different solutions on how I could have got my car, different ways I could have. You feel me? Like, I ended up taking out a loan, but that loan had a highest interest rate, and I'm like, okay, how can I combat that? I ended up getting my tax. I paid that loan off right away, so I didn't have to deal with that. So I wouldn't have been able to explore these different options, be able to get my car back, if I would have just played the victim, and I would have just, like, you know, just went in a corner and just been like, well, you know, this is my life. You feel me? I just gotta, you know, bad things always happen. That brings me to my next point. One of many things I learned adulting is ask for help. It's okay, bro. You can't do it on your own. Ask for help. And I don't just mean financially. If you need some sort of support emotionally, spiritually, whatever it is, physically, you know, all that, ask for help, bro. And if you don't have people, trust me, I've been in that situation as well. It can be hard, but just look for environments where you can speak out. You know, whether there's hotlines, going to different social events or different organizations, I promise you there's different ways to reach out and to not be alone. Because I promise you, you're not the only one going through something or going through that. And that's not to downplay whatever you're going through. I've always been a person that's been like, one person's situation and the next person's situation is no better or less. You feel me? It's all about the people and how they deal with it. You get what I'm saying? Some person might look at a situation going, oh, that's not bad. And the reality is, you shouldn't say that to anybody, because you're not them. Their version of bad is just as bad as your version of bad. You feel me? It's all about perspective. We all have different perspectives. I thought I was burning my pizza. We all have different perspectives. You know, try to help each other as much as we can as possible. Ask for help, bro. It can be very hard to ask for help, especially if you're somebody like me that's been on your own for most of your life. You get what I'm saying? Like, nobody in my family has done a lot of the things that I have done. It's all a new experience, and I'm all trying to figure that out. Luckily for me, I've cultivated great friendships along the way, as well as me moving here, that I'm meeting people, so I don't have to be on my own, you know, anymore. Like, I don't have to be stuck in there. Do I still get stubborn and I get stuck in there? Yeah, because of how I grew up, and because I grew up in a situation where it was always thrown in my face. That made me, I don't know the word for it, like the therapists, you know, their word for it, but basically that made me be like, all right, I'm not gonna ask nobody for help. It's just on me. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it done. And there's pros and cons to that. I think that made me who I I am today, you know, for better or for worse. I don't need anybody, but now I'm in a place where I love isolation so much more than being social. And too much of anything is not good. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to be too isolated, and I do believe you shouldn't be too social. You feel me? It has to be a balance. Even if you don't got nobody, hit me up. My Instagram is Longlivekdot. You don't gotta follow me. It's not no sort of, you know, swindle. You don't gotta follow me. You could just DM me, message me, and just let me know what you're going on. I don't judge nobody. I'm always here to help. I've learned so many things while adulting, so if y'all want another part to this, let me know. But my pizza about to be done in 30 seconds. I just got off of work. I'm tired, but this video I felt I needed to get to y'all. It's been on my mind since yesterday, and that's my pizza. Make sure you comment down below if you felt like you could relate to some of these things, or even if you have some tips, not only for me, but for whoever else might come across this video and watch this video. You feel me? I do a lot of stuff on this channel: lifestyle, spirituality, self-development. Stay tuned, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.